everyone, and welcome back. Man, hopefully today is a special day for the 73 Nova LS swap, because hopefully I'll be able to start the car with the new Terminator X engine management system. Hopefully I can make that happen today, and also I'm going to try to get the transmission out, get the torque converter installed, get the transmission cooler lines installed, and get the transmission filled with fluid, and maybe get the drive shaft in and the back wheels turning. I would like to see the back wheels turn. That would be awesome. We'll see how far we get, but that is the goal. So anyway, stick around. Let's see what we can make happen today and hopefully get some tires turning. All right, check it out. We've got the transmission out of the car, but lucky enough today I got some help. So a buddy of mine come over and we got the transmission out and we pulled the pan off. As you can see, because we're about to install the dipstick, which got the low car dipstick, and it actually bolts to the transmission so it doesn't pull out accidentally. So it stays in there, and it's got this cool little plug. If you ever need to pull the transmission, you just pull basically the tube out of the quick connect, install this plug, and you pull the transmission. Anyway, we're gonna get this installed and see what it looks like after that. Oh God. I'll probably dump a little bit of fluid, I'm sure. Oh shit. Is that the first one?
It usually works out when you can't get it, somebody else walks up and then they get it right on in there. So
there we go. Still don't think it's all the way in.
yeah, it might be one more, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
There we go. I think that's all the way in it. I think that's it. Can't see. Shit. I mean, I really can't even see where the shaft goes in, so I mean, it's in a good way. Should be about right, I guess. All right, y'all, so as you saw, we got the torque converter installed in the transmission, and I wanted to show you a few other things that we got done, but before I do that, I want to give a huge shout out to my buddy Michael for stopping by today and helping me out. Today was huge. Getting that transmission out, getting the torque converter installed, getting the dipstick, that part of the dipstick in the transmission, getting that installed was huge. So huge shout out to Michael for that, and I wanted to show you guys some of the things that we did. So as you know, we got the transmission pulled out. So let me get y'all under here. But like I said, we had the transmission out. Excuse my creeper noise. But I wanted to show you that the transmission is in. And look at that. That is the drive shaft. Yes, the drive shaft is installed. So that's cool. I actually turned it by hand and turned the rear tires. That was actually pretty sweet to see. to see the drive shaft back in the car. I did change the U-joints. It does have new U-joints in the shaft. I don't know if you really can tell. But one thing I did notice, and now the car is up in the air, so the rear suspension is drooping even though it is on stands. The way the car is sitting on jack stands, you know, the rear suspension is actually lower than normal ride height. So I'm hoping this will change, but I'm not sure. But I want to show you. You can see there, I measured out the drive shaft and it seemed like it was going to work out well, but I think it may be a little short. So no big deal though. We'll just have to, once we get the car on the ground, have to take a look at it again. I'm not sure how much travel it's going to go into the transmission once the rear suspension settles, but we'll see. Don't know yet, but this will work for now. I do want to get a good drive shaft in here because this one was for the stock 6-cylinder, the inline 6 that was in the car. So I definitely want to replace this drive shaft with something that's a lot beefier. But this will get us running. But I did want to show you that this drive shaft is in, and hopefully without getting too much glare, I do want to show you this as well. Look at that, look at that. If my camera would focus, it would be awesome. Look at that, the torque converter is in. It is bolted up to the flex plate. It is good to go, man. That is awesome. That is huge, big step. And let's see if I can get you a view. If you can see, there's a vacuum line going to the modulator, so that is good. Now, if you can see up there, those are lines coming out of the transmission going to the transmission cooler, which is right over here. I actually like how this looks. I think it looks pretty cool. But yes, there's the transmission cooler. It is mounted to the frame rail. And this is made by Derail. I think they just call it a round cooler. I'm not sure exactly, but got that hooked up. The lines go between the body and the frame right there, right on over to the transmission. Real short lines, so that's cool. That saved me a lot of routing, a lot of time there. So hopefully no leaks. Definitely gonna check that the first time we crank it up. But let me show you one more thing. All right, so I did want to bring you over here and show you this. It's actually really cool. As you can see, there's the gear selector for the transmission. And if we look a little further back, that is the gear selector switch that is going to run to the Dakota digital gauges. But it uses that little rod right there, tied into the actual gear selector on the transmission, and runs back to the switch here. And once programmed in, that will tell the gauges what gear to display. So that's really cool. Got that installed. We did that while the transmission was out, made it a whole lot easier. But let me get out from underneath this car, man, and we'll talk some more. But that is going to do it for today. It's starting to get later in the evening, and the temperature is starting to drop. I did get some more propane this morning for my heater, but I mean, I run it a good part of the day, so I don't want to run out. I still got more work to do tomorrow, so I'm going to end this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Man, like I said, huge steps today. Huge, huge, huge. Today was huge with the build on this car. I really needed this day to happen. Getting some help over here, get the transmission out, converter in, and back in the car. So once again, huge shout out to Michael for coming over and helping me out. But man, that is a big step towards the final goal of this car, and I can't wait. So hopefully the next video will be the car running with the Terminator X and maybe the rear wheels turning. That would be a sight to see. I would love to see that. But anyway, hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. This car is coming together, and we'll see you on the next one.